We have a door in the back.
Do you?
Yes. No.
Here's 3 tips on how to coordinate 38 showings in only 5 hours. And stick around to the end for our monthly giveaway. So one of the things we're experiencing right now is the second we launch a hot property for sale, the phones don't stop ringing, showings are trying to be booked, it's anarchy. Think of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way. Okay, as you can imagine, this can create a lot of unnecessary stress on the seller. And on top of all of that, we also still have COVID-19 to worry about. So sanitation of the home is a must. We stumbled upon a workaround for this. So we were still able to show this home to 38 buyers. However, it only took us 2 showings. Roll the footage. Okay, so we're at 1754
Maurice Avenue.
Maurice Avenue. When did this hit the market?
This hit the market on Thursday morning,
Okay.
and the phone started immediately. Everybody asking to see this house. We started it at $589. We priced it, which we thought was a fair price, more than fair. Seeing what's going on in the neighborhood, East Meadow. We did our first showings yesterday from 5 to 7.
How many people?
20
Okay, 20.
by appointment only.
How'd you get the message out that the only way to see this was by appointment, so people actually followed the rules?
First of all, it goes in the listing by appointment only,
Okay.
and then I will start get the calls. Obviously, agents are not always the brightest in the bunch, and they're calling for any showing times or any, can I send my buyers? Are you having open house? I said, just read the listing, right? And then
Just do your job.
just read the listing. It said clearly Friday 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday 10 to 12.
Step 1. Okay, so when we first listed this home, we put in the agent remarks that in order to see this home, it would be by appointment only. The remarks clearly stated that you can see this home between Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. or on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Normally, agents and their buyers would be picking whatever times work for them. However, when you're trying to coordinate 38 people into one weekend, letting them pick their time slots would just be a nightmare. And although it's October and it's Halloween, we weren't trying to sell, a Nightmare on Elm Street here.
As you see, now we just cleaned out. It's 2 o'clock. And
Today we had 10, 15 more people?
we had 15 appointments, 1 canceled in the middle of it, and 4 extras showed up, so we had 18. Agents who called me during the day while we were working and asked if they could show. I said, just come down, I'll squeeze you in. So what we were doing, I had 15-minute time slots.
Step 2. So we coordinated 15-minute intervals for each party to see this house. Now we found that 15 minutes was a sweet spot. It still gave the buyers enough time to see this house without feeling rushed, but it also gave us as the agents the opportunity to get multiple people to see this home in a short amount of time.
And I scheduled 2 every 15 minutes. 1 person was coming in, 1 person was going from the back. In the back we have no pun intended. We have a door in the back.
Do you?
Yes. No.
You have a door in the back, all right? Yeah.
Back entrance.
A back, and that's where everybody was going out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
One group was going in that way, seeing the basement, coming up. When they were coming up, the other group was going to the 2nd floor. And we switched. They went down. The other group came out the front. The first group that went in the back came out the front, and the first group that went in the front went out the back. It worked.
Musical chairs, nice.
Musical chairs.
Step number 3. Okay, now the day of the showings, what was cool about this house is it did have an entrance in the back where buyers could first go in and see the basement. So as people were seeing the first floor, somebody else was seeing the basement. They would go to the second, then they would come up to the first, Second would go outside, see the you get the point. Okay, so the biggest takeaway to all of this, and this is probably going to be the hardest part about it, and that is stand firm with your rules. So if you say that showings are going to be from Friday 5 to 7 and Saturday 10 to 12, don't allow people to steamroll you and demand other showing times. This is something that you're going to encounter. I guarantee it. And now, our monthly giveaway.
If any seller from this video watches this and calls us up and says, hey, I saw your video, I will give you a 0.5 point off on your listing commission.
If you see this video and you call us directly, either one of us is great. 0.5 point off your next listing. I think that's a sweet deal. Anything scary about it? Come on, it's October, it's Halloween. Like, how can we scare them a little bit?
And if we sell your house in October, buyer or seller, you have free passes to the drive-through haunted mansion in Patchogue.
Perfect.
It's a $40 pass value.
That's a good idea.
And
if you're in Westchester County, we can send you over to the Pumpkin Blaze. A lot of people have a lot of fun there. And then after, you can go search for the Headless Horseman in Sleepy Hollow. I heard he's clip-clopping around with the horse.